Good morning, welcome again on The Wire. You're tuned into Daily Coronavirus Updates Bulletin. Today is the 30th of June. India recorded over 18,000 new infections since yesterday. With this, more than 5.6 lakh people have been infected by the virus. More than 16,800 people have died and over 3.3 lakh people have recovered. Maharashtra, which is the worst affected state in the country, has been reporting over 5,000 new cases for the last 3 days. More than 1,64,000 people have now contracted the virus in Maharashtra. In light of the increasing number of cases, the Maharashtra government yesterday extended its statewide lockdown till the 31st of July. The guidelines state that the movement for non-essential activities will be restricted within the neighborhoods of the Mumbai metropolitan region. Tamil Nadu, which is the third worst affected state in the country after New Delhi, has also increased its statewide lockdown till the 31st of July. As the number of containment zones in New Delhi climbed to 417, it also reported over 2,800 new infections yesterday. With this, the total caseload in Delhi has crossed the 83,000 mark. More than 2,600 fatalities have been reported. At least 50 inmates at a district prison in Mumbai have tested positive for COVID-19. With this, around 360 prison inmates across Maharashtra have tested positive. Telangana's Home Minister Mohammad Mehmood Ali has tested positive for COVID-19 and is undergoing treatment at a private hospital. The 68-year-old was having symptoms since the last 4 days. The government is now considering a total lockdown in areas under Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation amid a drastic surge in COVID cases. Uttar Pradesh is the fifth worst affected state in the country according to official figures. Chief Minister Adityanath has now directed officers in his state to increase COVID-19 testing facilities. Across the world, more than 1 crore people have been infected by the virus. The global death toll stands at 5 lakh and another 51 lakh people have recovered from the disease. The United States, Brazil, Russia, India and the United Kingdom are the 5 worst affected countries, followed by Peru and Chile in South America. Cases in both the South American countries are rising and so far they have recorded more than 2 lakh total cases. 3 out of the 10 countries across the world with the greatest number of COVID-19 cases are in South America. A coronavirus patient at a government hospital in Hyderabad died after doctors allegedly refused to put him on ventilator support last week. Hospital authorities have refuted the allegations and said that the patient did not die because of no ventilator, but he died because of a heart disease called myocarditis. Just before the patient died, he recorded a video on his phone inside the isolation ward. The 35-year-old man addressed his father in the video and said that he is struggling to breathe and no one is listening to him. He said that the staff is not putting him on a ventilator. He ended the video saying, "Bye, Daddy." Speaking to the Indian Express newspaper, the superintendent of the hospital said that the patient's saturation levels were maintained. Unfortunately, he developed myocarditis and this led to a sudden collapse of the heart, authorities said. Responding to the media, the health minister of Telangana said that the need for a ventilator is for the doctor to decide. He had a heart issue, his lungs were not affected, he said. According to media reports, a Hyderabad-based vaccine manufacturer, Bharat Biotech, has been given permission by the Drug Controller General of India to initiate Phase 1 and Phase 2 human clinical trials for India's first vaccine candidate against COVID-19. The vaccine has been named Covaxin and is an inactivated vaccine developed indigenously. It was developed after the National Institute of Virology in Pune isolated a strain of SARS-CoV-2 and transferred into the company. Human clinical trials are scheduled to start across India in July 2020. The Delhi government yesterday announced the creation of a plasma bank at its Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences Hospital. The government has said that it will also encourage people who have been cured of coronavirus to come forward and donate plasma to overcome its short supply. Plasma therapy has shown good results in patients with moderate condition. This development comes days after Delhi Health Minister Satyendra Jain recovered from COVID-19 after undergoing plasma therapy at a South Delhi hospital. In his statement, Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that the need for creating the plasma bank was felt as it was realized that not enough people were coming forward to donate it for treatment of others. Later in the day yesterday, Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray launched a convalescent plasma therapy trial project for the treatment of COVID-19 patients. The State Medical Education Department called it the largest initiative of its kind in the world. Officials also said that they intended to save the lives of around 500 critical COVID-19 patients. The trial will be held in 17 medical colleges under the Department of Medical Education and Drugs and 4 BMC-run colleges in Mumbai. Even as the virus rages in countries like the United States, Brazil, Russia, and in some countries in South America, Australia's second most populous state reported a record number of new infections for the first time since April. Victoria is considering reimposing social distancing restrictions. The state has detected 75 cases in the past 24 hours, which is enough to make it Australia's biggest daily outbreak since April. The growing figures have stoked fears of a second wave in Australia after several weeks of fewer than 20 new cases a day. To send out a heartwarming message, the skies of Madrid were lit up by drones to honor those who had died due to COVID-19 and frontline workers who died treating COVID-19. 40 drones with lights were used to form patterns in the night sky to display messages including hope and heroes. The routine lasted for about 10 minutes and also displayed the flags of Spain, Italy, Germany, France, and the United States to show solidarity in this fight against the pandemic. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep reading and watching The Wire and The Wire Science. Don't forget to subscribe to The Wire's YouTube channel and hit that notification bell button for more updates from us. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.